to take control of liberty.
What?
He is the traitor. Annie's trying to keep you safe. All Fred wants is violence and discord.
That's what you're doing!
Said the hero, who is literally fucking mind controlling people.
This game's message.
Apparently harassment's okay.
Cancelled.
Apparently it's okay to cancel niggas in life as long as you are black and femme. Kill me. Savvy artist decided to take one for the team and document down any and everything that a person would want to know about Dustborn. And boy, is it a fucking doozy, chat. Let's dive right in. A small thread of clips from Dustborn so far. I played the game for 7 hours to try to understand its confusing narrative, but it kept getting worse. I don't know how you could present a liar as a good person, but the main character has the worst main character syndrome I have ever witnessed.
I'm sorry, was that an inappropriate response?
Not at all. What he said. She said. What are you, robot?
I'm a robot. I don't have an assigned gender.
Good for you.
Wait, so how do we make s'mores?
You put a marshmallow on a stick, roast it, and smush it between two crackers. Make it a salted marshmallow cracker sandwich. Yeah.
Ah. That sounds awful.
Again, Theo, I'm with you. That sounds awful.
Do you guys enjoy hating everything I love?
Yes. Yes, we do.
Dialogue. Oh boy. Look how smart we are.
Oh, they're not. It's just the one.
Careful, careful. If you damage it, we'll never get out of here.
Got a better idea?
I got a screwdriver. This one. There's a trick to detaching the arm.
Yeah, you just break it off.
Scavenged a few parts in my time with most of the robots in the Frankensteins.
You mean Frankenstein's monsters?
Oh my god, that was so quirky and clever. Don't you love it when somebody knows that Frankenstein wasn't actually the name of the monster? Isn't that so clever and quirky? Look how smart they are.
What's the trick?
Fucking fourth graders.
Twist.
So you can't actually fuck this up.
What the fuck? Oh, no, you don't.
They tried to jump scare me. And it's giving me the middle finger, I think. Oh, they're not. It's just the one.
Careful, careful.
Wonderful. These people use words to manipulate. Even the good ones have to drug her friend with words. The main character is so unlikable.
What are you doing?
No.
What we do next
Those are
will
not
affect
okay.
relationships, but there's no wrong choice.
Just let me stay in here.
Yeah, that's not an option.
Gift jerky. So we're gonna bribe the fatty with food? How about
What's
just...
going on with you?
Oh, God. Oh, I thought like
Are
we were
you
telling
serious?
them to listen. No.
We just did a heist.
We're running out of time.
I know, not helping. I'm having a panic attack. Now I'm fucking hyperventilating. Thanks, Pax. Oh my god.
No luck, huh? Bringing out the big guns.
I guess.
What?
Sai?
What? What do you want from me, huh?
You're letting me down. You
What?
made a promise. We need you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I'm trying my best. I really am.
You're trying your best, but your face isn't emoting.
Come with you. I'm gonna keep messing up.
They're trying
Risk and
to say that we're the good guys. You bitch slap your friend by gaslighting them. What? Look at the amount of time this is wasting. The
need your
cops would
help.
be here by now. What is wrong with you?
Sai's not responding. We need the store open.
Are you sure that's the right solution?
She could be hurt.
She's not hurt. I may have triggered some bad
emotions.
You just made your friend suicidal with your stupid magic powers because you're a con artist and we're supposed to like you. What the fuck is this pussy shit?
No. She needs.
Oh my god!
Fine.
What is wrong with this game? I hate these people!
Only in fucking Canada!
This does not make anyone care about the characters at all. You need to have an emotionally dysfunctional character who's actually scared. But to do it in this manner where you yourself caused it and made it worse while you're trying to have a social justice game doesn't fucking work.
Verbal tranquilizer.
It works if you push it hard enough. But they are the virus, we are the cure. Rah, 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 rah.
What the
I know what you're
fuck?
doing.
Oh, Savvy, it's just a narrative about a misfit main character like Deadpool who says the wrong thing. Deadpool went through incredible amounts of scientific torture to become a fuck-up. He is chaos incarnate and truly neutral. This game is trying to tell me that the fucking social justice shit, that the left, that the politically leaning left are the good guys, and that the cops and everybody else are the bad guys. What the fuck is this? If my friend was having a mental fucking breakdown, I wouldn't have done any of that. This is so incredibly unrealistic. Do I need to get the t-shirts? Why is this hovering? Pick the unicorn, sure. Oh my god!
It's only gonna get worse, isn't it? When you do an all-shot playthrough of Skyrim, it can be fun. This, however, does not spark joy. I also did not use them later unless the game forced me to. It was too cringe to hear "leave me alone" and have this work. I don't know who this game's age demographic is meant for.
Isn't that contrary
What is
to
this
the whole just me and the open
dialogue?
road credo? Be gone.
This is actual Fusroda.
So, isn't that contrary to the whole just me and the open road credo?
You know, it really is.
Why are they picking on
On a
bikers?
Viking ride.
Our friend has fallen.
Our friend has fallen. That was so much emotion. Am I killing people? Yeah, I might honestly like.
Okay, kid. Time to talk about taunts. This is a way to focus our attack on a single enemy and do a lot of damage. Let's give it a girl power.
Wow. Animation. Animation. And a fucking mation. Oh my god. I know about the funding. Why is this game made with the funding of a government agency? Or of a government facility? Or of taxpayers? Why was this made with taxpayer money? That's what taxpayer money gets you in the EU? Psh. You might as well make me play Conquer, bro.
May Biduman give you strength to
Go away. I guess y'all thought this would be an easy job.
Do not fuck with my friends.
Oh, we got the F word.
I was busy, okay?
We got the
Let's
F
show
F
these
word.
losers how much damage we can do as a team.
Yo, those nipple fucking chains would hurt.
About time you tuned in.
Are you talking to me?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What was that?
You let your minions
I
take the
don't.
heat while move. You let
It really is a cheap-ass form of fucking Tusro Roda. That's crazy. Oh my god, that's crazy.
She's just using her fisties. Oh, that's right. She does some weird stone shit.
so anyway.
I don't.
Leave me alone. You let
Let's look at that again.
Oh, that's right. She does some weird stone shit.
Push block trigger. called your Fusrodal abilities push, block, and trigger. There's more details to those mechanics, but off the top of my head, looking at that as a window, bro, this game is not worth $30. How much is this game being sold for? It can't possibly be full price. Nope, it is exactly $30. Oh my god. What a call. What a fucking call. It is exactly $30. Can I read them or what? Can I read them or what? Oh shit, because you can never get me to buy that shit for fucking 60. No world. I would barely be willing to pay for it for 30. It doesn't even deserve that. It deserves like 10. Oh, Lord. Lordy. This game looks like dog piss.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Leave Brittany alone.
Leave me alone. Look at the fucking nipple shits! What is this design? They really thought they were cooking with that. Somebody said that that was a good thing. Yeah, we're gonna knock him out, I guess. Ow! I can't believe I predicted a trigger mechanic. More combat, fewer enemies, and an easier challenge for players who want to focus on the story. More enemies and a higher challenge for experienced players.
That's funny. You guys included a difficulty slider, but difficulty is really hard. It alienates players and makes them be forced to be good. Why is that there? Are you trying to trigger them? I could wax poetic about that permanently. But, like, is this game not just story-based? Why is it even there? For you to give them the illusion of difficulty? How does it seem interesting? Because the journalist mode implies that there's going to be some kind of difficulty that you require the ability to focus on the game. But if the game is all call and response and button mashing, it's just a frivolous difficulty. That's at least my opinion. Because honestly, if the game's going to play itself, why bother buying it? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I didn't pick the less combat option because I'm not a gamer. I picked the less combat option in the hopes that this would just go a little faster.
That's completely valid. That's completely valid. I would want to make the pain stop as quickly as possible too. 100% valid. 100%. Ooh. In some way, Howie. How a hoax is the thing that a person does. Is a hoax ever okay? What is this game's message? Why are we gaslighting a robot when it was a completely, perfectly good story element? I thought we were going to use Eli to show the kids we're okay and grown up. I guess I was expecting too much.
Ad hominem attack? Hoax. We've learned to hoax people. You're not the good guy. When you do this, you're not the good guy. When you pull a hoax on someone, you're not the good guy.
Let's read that. She didn't read that. I was hoping she was going to read that out.
You're not.
We've learned to hoax people. Hoax will allow us to make a person believe anything we tell them in fights. This could be useful as a distraction. Imagine using gaslighting tools and rules and power and positions and arguments of manipulation in a video game as though they're the equivalent of a keyword. like it's a build that you use in a video game. You've transliterated social justice terms into a game mechanic in a story-based game as like the equivalent of a dragon shout. Certainly this is not going to be a thing that's demonstrated as good.
The good guy.
The kids are okay.
They are?
I promise.
Oh. In that case, I'm ready to leave when you are.
What?
Hey, there she is.
Oh my god, Pax, where the hell have you...
Here I am thinking deeply like we gotta go get Eli to print out a bunch of records to show proof they grown up and they're long gone, and proof with Eli that he's grown up and all gone an adult.
CT? Wow, you're still here? I guess that makes sense.
Wait, what? You two know each other?
CT was my caretaker. I thought they dismantled the caretaker units when they shut the place down and sent all the children away.
Why do you talk like a juvenile child?
Because he's an African American that looks like he's supposed to be diverse and unique. You can tell by the two-tone hair color because he's got blonde red curls, but he also has a side black hair shave. They're unique, bro. Bro, they're so unique. They're so unique.
I wasn't dismantled. They just wiped my memory and programming. My goodness, Eli. You're a grown man.
No, he's
It's
not.
been over a decade, CT. I came back to look for my friend, Ophelia.
And you know, somebody who looks like a man shouldn't sound like a teenager. You know, just saying. Just saying.
Do you remember her?
Shit, fucking Echo from the series of League of Legends and Arcane sounds like a grown-ass fucking adult. He's got the body of like a 16-year-old.
Pax too daft to make the connection.
Unfortunately,
What's the plot, if there is one?
records were erased from the servers.
Oh no.
We're a
This whole
band.
time I thought, if I could just...
A music rhythm video game about social justice tactics. I definitely would never allow this to leave the fucking kitchen. The main character lies and gaslights everyone to get them to attack the ginger barefoot Hattie. At no point did she want to be the leader, and the main character actually does lie and manipulate everyone, as the ginger claimed.
That's more right.
They didn't. There's
Goddamn freaks do not belong here. Watch your tongue.
What the fuck is this game?
Stand aside.
What the fuck is this game? What the fuck is this actual game? She has to manipulate people.
We have a right to speak.
Which, you know, let's address that quickly. Why, in your EU-funded social justice video game about rhythm, action, timing, and band bullshit, did you allow for the black female main character to be a social media manipulator? Do we have a chuddy on board, or like what? What are we doing here? There's no way this isn't satire. There's no way it isn't satire. There's no way that it isn't satire. Because if this isn't satire, I fear for the children. The children do not want this. The children shouldn't want this.
Hey,
I
Fred.
told you.
I'm
She's
right
using her
here.
freak weapons to control us.
Can you even hear me?
The truth will come out, and we will regain our liberty. You can't silence all of us. We have a right.
Yes, silent the dissent.
What did you do to me?
Your mind was infected with disinformation. I just...
Liar. She's messing with my mind again. She'll do the same to all of you if we don't stop her.
That's what she just tried. She just did that. She just did that. She actually did just try to do that and try to sow discord into a crowd.
What do you want?
She literally did. Just try. She isn't.
Even when we were kids, no one liked you. They all teased you for a reason. You're the freak here. They'll see through this charade. They'll see who you really are, a sad and pathetic child who...
Lies. She's messing
Our hero.
with our heads again. But we won't let her do that.
No.
How are you in the right if you tell somebody that they're worthless?
Because my dad maybe said so. That's what the social justice people believe. So true, bro.
See how crazy this is? Fred's filling your heads with nonsense because she's sick from the...
The only sickness here is you and your freak friends. And Annie, who's been plotting against us.
Hey!
What? What do you want?
Fred's your enemy.
What? No!
None of this is Annie's doing. It's Fred. All of it. She's lost it. She's been poisoning you with her paranoid delusions. Do you really believe what she's been telling you? She wants to replace Annie. To take control of Liberty.
What?
She is the traitor. Annie's trying to keep you safe. All Fred wants is violence and discord.
That's what you're doing!
Said the hero, who is literally fucking mind controlling people. Just throw the whole game away. Throw the whole concept away. It's all bad. There's no way to salvage this. This is all bad. There's no way to salvage this. Is this punk? Is this punk? Is punk when you make evil content but you frame yourself as the hero because you're fighting against the girl? Is this how it works? You just put the black you put a black femme as the lead and people accept it? I mean, I've seen content creators buy it simply to dig into how shit it is, but there are people who bought this unironically. They bought this unironically. I'm just saying. By all means, use your money, but you cannot pay me. You could not pay me enough. Bro, you could not pay me enough. There's not enough money. There's not enough money. Well, no, actually there is enough money. But the principle still applies to the point. This is the gameplay that you think is deserving of $30. This is the story and the writing you think is deserving of $30.
Wang! That is misinformation! She wants the weirdos to leave, that's it!
She's the one who's been telling us Annie's the problem. It's Fred. She's been spreading discontent, poisoning everyone with her delusions. Yeah, you're right.
Y'all going after the barefoot girl!
It was always Fred.
That's not true! Come on, Annie's been...
Just shut up. We're sorry, Annie. I don't know why we listened to her. She tricked us. I know. It's okay. Come on, girls. Let's just get back to work.
Don't go! Don't leave me here with them!
I wonder if it's going to dig into the ability for it, how this is also the tactic of social justice, to isolate a person in a crowd and get them to be someone that you can be able to further push and bully. I wonder.
What is this game's message?
Apparently harassment's okay.
Cancelled.
Apparently it's okay to cancel niggas in life as long as you are black and femme. Kill me.
What? You don't know that!
And we never give up on family, no matter what.
She turned everyone against you.
The demons did that.
They're
Echoes. But what they do to people is demonic. They twist their thoughts, make them forget who they are. I don't blame Fred. She loved the idea of liberty. She was just unable to come to terms with the reality of it. blame lies with me. I can never be the leader Rosa was.
You can't trust any of them again.
They need to be heard.
You can't blame yourself. They chose to stab you in the back. Fred doesn't deserve your absolution, and neither do the others.
You lie, cheat, manipulate, and bullshit a crowd into basically crushing a person's spirit. And then you tell the person who is actively saying, you know, even if this were to happen, and I were to accept any of these outcomes, they still deserve to have forgiveness. And she's like, no! Put her in the dirt! You can't write like this and then think you're the good guys. No way. No way. No, sir. And there is more. This is 100% Marxist idealism. The moral of the scene: lie to cops, get them to shoot each other, and then you encourage suicide so your secrets are safe. This entire scene was insane, and I have no way to shorten it because what the fuck? It's 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Hey, ma'am. Where are you from?
Deflect.
What can I help you with, officer?
Relax, ma'am. This isn't an interrogation. Just trying to be your friendly neighborhood justice.
Bro, they actually literally did.
I'm so suspicious.
We walked up
Maybe
to
you
them.
got something to hide. Nah, just kidding.
He's a big kidder. You just never know what he's gonna do.
Could I see some ID, please? Ma'am?
It was super effective.
What kind of name is Pax? Is that Mexican?
We don't see a lot of Pacificans in the provinces. What are you people doing in the Republic? Ma'am?
We're banned. Touring the provinces.
What is this dialogue?
The groupie? No. Lead singer.
Where'd you play last? Anywhere we might know? I don't think there are any big venues in the provinces.
John's Bar and Tavern?
Didn't the Spanish-speaking fella say something like Pete's?
Pete's Pool Hall, that's it. You guys play different places?
No, I got them confused. John's was the place we played back in Pacifica.
Okay.
What is this
We're actually out here
dialogue?
because there's been reports of deviant activity.
Deviants associating with anarchists and biker gangs.
Those animals burned down a service station near Elko.
We got a call from a Henry.
Which they did. Which she did.
We're patrolling and checking with travelers if they've seen anything suspicious on the road.
Which we've been suspicious.
Like deviant mind tricks.
Haven't seen anyone matching that description.
How about that fella you're with? The kid dressed like,
The black kid, he your cousin or boyfriend or something?
Hey, okay.
Imposition detected. Pigs must get roasted for insisting black man must be black woman. She clearly likes whites.
Don't be racist.
What?
I don't know if that was racist. They could be related. Anyway, you guys need to keep your eyes open for deviants.
What is this fucking acting?
I heard their babies come out wrong.
What?
I heard their babies come out raw. Bro, this has to be a joke. There's no way this is a serious game. They have to be in on it. They have to be meaning. I'm not convinced that they're not meaning. Why did they write this dialogue? Did they not test this? Did they not have like Did they not have a focus group? Why did she just say that out loud?
Damaged. Born without faces, missing limbs and shit.
That it was real.
Why not?
I was sure they were sterile.
Anyway.
Completely incapable of reproducing.
So it's making us. So we fucked with them. We lied to them. We did commit crimes, and now we have to do this.
He has no respect for you.
The man just insulted you. In front of civilians. Are you going to let that pass?
She's right. You always try to assert yourself.
Oh my fucking god, look at the caps.
Mansplaining is really starting to piss me off.
Your mansplaining is starting to piss me
From
off.
making a fool of yourself. You should be thanking me.
Oh,
We are the misinformation.
you think that? Who's the fucking fool now?
Oh my god.
bitch?
Stop resisting! Stop resisting!
Don't fucking try me.
Oh, I will try you.
Oh my god, I didn't think they were actually gonna double shoot, but they did.
Are they?
Justice weapons are technically non-lethal at long range. At short range, they'll definitely have some regrets when they wake up in a couple hours.
I'm sorry.
Probably also some internal bleeding.
Stop resisting!
Don't fucking try me.
Oh, I will try you.
I have to assume that's a special effect because that looks like lightning. Psh, psh. They'll have a headache when they wake up in a few hours. They should be dead. You killed them. You manipulated them into fighting with each other, and you killed them. Our hero.
Oh my god, I didn't think they were actually gonna double shoot, but they did.
Are they?
Justice weapons are technically non-lethal at long range. At short range, they'll definitely have some regrets when they wake up in a couple hours.
I'm sorry.
Probably also some internal bleeding.
Ah, jeez. This is a Code Red incident. I gotta contact the authorities immediately.
Wait!
Code Red? What does that mean?
Can I get past?
Hey, Betty. We want to order more food. The customer always comes first, right?
So we committed
Oh, sure, of
crimes.
course. What do you need, Toots? Yes, sweets? What did you want?
Betty, there's really no good way to ask
Just
this,
take all the
but
cupcakes and go.
more officers are going to show up and ask about what happened. And they can't know we were here.
Oh, hun. It sounds like you're in a real pickle, huh? I'm sorry, but I can't lie to those officers. It's against
But you
my
technically did nothing.
Even if I
You
couldn't lie,
technically
it's
did
still
nothing
legal
wrong. They
to
shot each other.
members.
Why are you concerned?
However, if I run a self-destruct program, my data
Why
will
would
be
the bot
completely
say this?
wiped. Would you like me to
That's a great question. Why would the bot offer to destroy its own opinion? Do the robots not have a form of self-autonomy, since apparently they can be capable of caring about human creatures? And you're basically asking the equivalent of somebody to lobotomize himself to cover up your actions?
do that instead?
The fact that's even a choice.
Offering to commit suicide?
Ah, jeez. When you put it that way, it does sound terrible.
Comedy.
So what'll it be, yes or no to self-destruction?
Are they trying to do Fallout levels of fucking humor?
You'll have to self-destruct, Betty. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't apologize, hun. It's
No one gives a fuck, paint tool sigh.
Just give me 1 second here and I'll just... Oh.
Where's the explosion?
Last one. This scene is insane. Some 40-year-old Titan biker woman was with the 20-year-old who clearly has dumb elemental issue, and Rufus Shinra can manipulate crowds the whole time to calm people down. This dialogue is wild. This isn't how human interaction works, and I can't even suspend disbelief for this because it's so unnatural. Also, nipples. Lol, aren't we funny?
What is
Everyone.
happening?
We're all on the same side. We're all friends.
Wait, what?
Yes.
We
What?
are?
Well, clearly we are.
What's your point?
You could do that this whole time? You could do that this whole time?
Just stop this nonsense. Make up. so get on with it. all right?
Typical Rufus Shinra behavior.
Can we just talk this out?
You want to talk?
Homie's not even looking at her.
Fine. Let's talk.
Oh my fucking god!
I'm sorry for just leaving in the
Oh,
middle of
fuck!
It was a
Oh,
shitty
put the
thing
gimp
to
mask
do.
back on!
Is any of it real? Or were you just using me to get what you wanted?
Of course it was real. And it was good. For a while.
Pictured. Black man. Big white woman. What did you mean by these, liberals? What did you mean by this? I'm dying.
But my path lies elsewhere. And so does yours, I think. It doesn't mean I don't care about you.
I just thought I work hard to provide for the pack. Changed everything to have someone looking out for me for a change. But I know it's over. I was just angry you didn't trust me enough to talk to me.
I get it. I should have done things differently. No hard feelings?
No hard feelings. And I respect your new pack. They take no prisoners. Ride safe, boo.
These guys are actually nice. That guy over there asked me about my art.
On the one hand, they did hold us hostage. On the other, they gave us a snack.
Trail mix and bottled water.
What's going on here with
Choice of
fucking
sparkling
Rufus
and
Shinra shit?
non-sparkling.
I almost feel bad for kicking their asses.
What the fuck is going on with Rufus Shinra's body?
You know, I think the game's not good, guys. Yeah, I think it's not good. Color me purple, but I think the game's not good. I just have a feeling. However, let's talk about those abilities, shall we? Are we absolutely positive that Dustborn isn't actually trying to mock the woke mob on purpose? Because goddamn, I know they live in an echo chamber, but some of these things are too much for even them. And then on top of it, it has item descriptions, or rather, ability descriptions. We've learned to cancel someone. Cancel will allow us to isolate people from their friends and compatriots in battle, this being a useful tool against enemies. So that was what they did against the redhead. And then, another screen frame, normalize. We've learned how to normalize negative emotions. Normalize allows us to give the ability to people to make people feel certain behaviors or feelings normal, but I'm not sure it'll do much for us in a fight. And there should be another one here. Yes, bully. We've learned to bully people. Bully gives us the power to force people to do something they may not want to do, or make them feel bad about themselves. In fights, this could be highly effective against targeted enemies. Again, how is this not satire? How is this not satire? I'll wait for anybody to give me an answer on how it's not satire, because in a good faith world, this is satire, and they know what they're doing. But I don't think it's satire. I don't think it's satire at all. I think they believe this, and I believe that they want to make it a minimization by acting as though the very things that we just heard and saw were not the things we just heard and saw. Because, like, you can't write this word for word, bar for bar, and then say, yeah, my character is the hero of the story. Because they're not. There's not a damn thing heroic about them. Because heroes wouldn't behave like that. The game, honestly, would probably be better if it was a parody. Because then you could run away with the concept. But they cannot, because it's being played straight. Let's see here. Let's dig into the Dustborn videos. I think the best one to use here is the one from Harmful Opinions, because he also chose to buy the game and play it. And I feel sorry. I feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for anybody who spent money on this. I feel bad for anybody who spent money on this.
Telltale games, for the most part, I'm comfortable saying, hey, give them a spin, you might enjoy them. Don't Nod's pure narrative games like Life is Strange or Tell Me Why are harder recommends, unless you go through them with friends or are a streamer and can have fun riffing on them. Not my cup of tea at face value, but they are at least productions with some level of quality I can respect. Route 96 by Digixart, I remember that being enjoyable and genuinely funny at times with a couple memorable characters. The prequel though, Route Zero, that's agony I cannot wish on anyone. And Dustborn by Red Thread, published by Quantic Dream, from the 10 hours I've gone through so far, should be dropped hard into that same bucket like a rejected Spartan baby. I'm down with modern iterations of interactive fiction. Call them games, call them walking sims, whatever. The label doesn't matter too much to me, so long as it is a good one of whatever it is. I am aware, however, that many get annoyed when something is sold as a game and doesn't have much in the way of what you would call gameplay. You're a gamer, not a reader or a watcher. Well, dear gamer, what if I told you that the industry has heard your prayers, hearkened to the cries of your neglected thumbs, and Dustborn has come along to break that narrative game mold? It features 4-button rhythm gameplay, cape-shit style spam X and press something with the enemies turn a certain color combat, and Pong. Feel free to call me a fake gamer, for when the opportunity to choose less combat appeared, my instincts told me to opt for it, and I do not regret it. Like a clunky minigame you might find stapled to a visual novel, combat in Dustborn is always something you'll pray they never pull out again. It's not frustrating, it's not broken or anything. The fights are all fully functional and stuff happens. You can even upgrade your baseball bat, but it's all ultimately just more padding in a game already full of runtime extending yapping. And as with said yapping, all physical conflicts have been stiff, awkward, and unenjoyable. As for the other main gameplay feature, the rhythm game that accompanies your band's performances, it's tolerable. There's a cross of beams representing time, and controller face buttons slide along them into the edge of a circle, at which point you press them, with a generous hit point lag, making it near impossible to fail entirely. I won't call this a win for accessibility, because a wheelchair-bound winner will still find it difficult to kill themselves and escape the cringe of Dustborn's original compositions. They are refugees, the main character shouts. They carry airborne diseases and will replace you. They are the new porn, they sing. They are newborn. The dev team's lyricist is definitely pushing boundaries with their repugnant rhymes. Recorded at Abbey Road Studios, London, no less. Further, on words, which are the core of the game, there is a soulless AI-generated quality to all of the dialogue. Interactions between characters are eerily reminiscent of what novelty toys like AI Dungeon will spit out at you, and if not for the occasional flubbed line left in, presumably for authenticity if I'm being charitable, I would suspect this was a generative creation. It is all so flat, and the relationships between characters feel so fake and artificial. Not a single glimmer of humanity is to be found in this creepy parody of human interaction, sprinkled heavily in self-aware puns that do nothing to assuage the impression that the writers were simply going through the motions and filling space.
I don't think that's what the writers are doing. And the problem is that there's no way that it could have been them going through the motions, because every single bit of what they wrote for dialogue was explicitly done to echo the ideology. Because they're left-wing content creators with a leftist bent. This is the gayest song loop you've heard in a while. I've been using this for a while, because it's one of the few things that doesn't get stricken by the fucking copy strike bots on YouTube. The fucking dialogue of the game is just all social justice fucking propaganda, with like an intermixture of Redditor, Borderlands level, yup, that happened kind of style, writing. So ultimately, if that's his opinion, I don't know. Oh no. Oh, the game sound, the game song is bad. Trust me, we're gonna get there. Don't worry.
The obligatory X will remember that system takes the form of codas, sets of 3 attitudes a companion can take based on your interactions that constantly pop up on screen to tell you how they're feeling and why they say what they say in a given moment. This does not exactly help with the artificial feeling. Words, aside from making up dialogue, are themselves a mechanic in this game. Forgive my unorthodox order of analysis, I should have told you this from the start, but the premise of Dustborn is that you are in an alternative history where JFK's wife is shot instead, and some sort of magical disinformation broadcast has given random people powers called Vox. These Vox users are, naturally, oppressed by the fascist regime that runs Pacifica, what California has become, and we're all escaping to socialist Canada with sensitive data we stole on a USB stick. The main character, the pregnant Pax, who addresses the player as her unborn child, is able to amplify emotions and gains powers such as bully, cancel as in cancel culture.
So the reason why, okay, that's even stupider. Nobody mentioned that the reason why they have this ability is because she's pregnant with a fucking super mutant child. That's even worse! But you know, let's not speak about the black female protagonist who's gonna be eventually a single mom. You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts, and now you're bullying your mom, and now you're bullying your mom.
And normalize. That last one being used to make a child think the violence around them is okay, so that we can kidnap them without them panicking. Very funny, but I do not think intentionally so. You also have the power to trigger other people, or even trigger yourself for a combat buff. Alongside the main protagonist is a crew of other anomals, as they prefer to be called. A non-binary blonde with a prosthetic arm has a calming power referred to as gaslighting. An obese Indian Muslim woman with vitiligo can make herself hard. Our Asian sister can blink like Tracer, and I just picked up a dwarf who recites healing poetry. Another black guy we picked up earlier can tell campfire stories to summon a buff Wendigo and a giant weeb sword. Who else? Oh, there's a vaguely Hispanic guy who sounds kinda German sometimes too, but he of course has no powers. Too close to being white, you see. And there's a trans robot that can be affected by Vox, unlike other machines. I like to imagine that robo-racism is a mandatory inclusion in any Quantic Dream published game, and have my fingers crossed for a Beyond Two Souls style hobo blowjob later in my playthrough. I think that's it as far as key characters so far though. Funny fact, there's a store with a broken sign in a mall you visit that reads, Cheesy DEI. Not sure too much should be read into that, but in that same mall you'll find you absolutely cannot interact with the Muslim while she prays in any way. She must be respected. But you can join in on pranking the Catholic powerless man as he's having a crisis of faith, praying desperately in a tacky speed-wedding facsimile of a church. Painful cliches abound throughout. This statue's white, but Jesus definitely wasn't. Cops acting weird because they're scared of being called racist. You can even call them racist with the right option. Interrupting people who call you deviants because the politically correct word is anomal. What do we call the kid who can't speak? She hasn't told us her gender. There's a specific fear of guns, but total willingness to break people's spines with a baseball bat and literally cook them alive with Molotov cocktails. Agonizing cringe that made me wonder if I'd forgotten writing this game 10 years ago as a joke. But
oh my god. That was hard to hear. Okay. Wow. Our hero!
But no. These are a mere dusting of classic anti-SJW YouTube compilation gems in a mountain of dull rambling. I fear Dustborn is sincere. Now, I must apologize again, as there's one last gameplay feature I forgot: the collectathon element. In an anarcho-primitivist religious camp where we go to find our sister and two moms, of course, you pick up a Game Boy horror-like device called the ME-EM, pronounced meme. This device lets you see what the locals call ghosts, but are in fact echoes. Echoes of people yelling about Pizzagate. You suck these echoes into your Game Boy to learn new shouts and, more invasively, if someone holds opinions you don't like, you can lobotomize them with it and suck the magical disinformation right out of their head so they'll love foreigners again. In case the game isn't heavy-handed enough for you, your Muslim chum will explicitly inform you that it's just like deleting posts on social media. Time for another funny fact in light of all that. This game received government funding, 150 grand from the EU, and who knows what else. I would suggest anyone scared of government influence over what kind of games are available should really be far more frightened of them getting their fingers into production by these means than by something like the initiative being presented by concerned gamers over at StopKillingGames.com, who simply don't want their toys to be yanked away from them. Bit late there, buddy, if not liking Accursed Farm's little petition is your keep the bureaucrats out of my hobby stand. Daddy government's been up in those games industry guts for quite some time now, and this is just one of the stillborn abominations that's dropped out. We're already flooded with more viable, living, breathing ideological half-breeds on the marketplace, and it's only going to get worse. But, as usual, that's just another one of my harmful opinions.
Oh, fucking Christ. Let's see here. Do I have follow-ups from Dustborn. I have one from 15 hours ago, and I have one for 3 days ago. Let's watch.
The time is past. Your
There was a game that launched called Dustborn. Now, Mally, you are not
That was really bad music. Fucking Christ.
familiar with this game, are you?
No.
Okay. This game has been called the wokest game of all time.
Oh no.
And it was released and it was inspired, Mally, by the results of the 2016 presidential election.
Inspired by?
Yes, this was inspired.
It's a video game?
This is a video game that it's all about getting rid of, like going against the man and the establishment, right? And this game has not seen a whole lot of success, as you would expect, over the first couple days. Not even getting triple digits of player base right now.
I cannot believe it. I am just shocked.
Now, this game was developed for the modern audience, and apparently the modern audience is 45 people. As there's 45 people. Now, in its defense, there have been up to 76 total people playing this game, Dustborn. So, yes, yeah. Whereas, to put that in perspective, Wukong it has 2.3 million people playing it. So, yeah, just from a perspective, I just want to kind of put that out there. So there we are. But I wanted to show you some of the intense, wonderful gameplay that you can get from this. I'd like to pull up this situation, and you play as this black them lead character of a lead character here. And like I don't really care, at all. Like whatever, that's fine. It's all about the story. But here is the story here. We'll analyze what's happening on the stream here after we're done. But let's actually watch this play out. Here's 9 seconds of game.
Okay. You're with the black kid dresses like a writer. Does he know anything?
You are racist.
Fella you're with.
Okay, I get it. What the fuck? Is this okay, I said something on one of my streams recently I have to take back, and if anybody's watching, I sincerely apologize. And it's that I said that typically liberals are the more creative folk because they are, they lack the part that thinks productively about the brain, so they think creatively, right? And I was like complimenting it, and I take it back. They don't even know how to make a good fucking video game. What is that? What kind of an option is that?
Well, if you don't like it, I'm sorry, Mally. I have one thing to say to you.
You are racist.
Apparently, I identify as it now, if that's the definition.
Labs, can we please clip that and make that a regular video that shows up on the show? Because I think that's spectacular. But I'd like to analyze what's actually happening on the screen here in the situation. Sometimes things get pulled out of context, right? We know this happens all the time, right? But I want to have to process. So, sisters, maybe we can lead these dogs off our trail, right? And you're talking. So this is you. This is obviously what's happening in the story up top, right? They're trying to get the dogs, the cops off their trail. They have something going on. So the female officer says, perhaps one of your gigs. Maybe you've seen something that caught your attention. The male officer says, the other failure with the black. By the way, I said it like that because it's in all capitals.
It's all caps. They're stressing it.
The black kid. He dresses like a writer. Do you know anything? Okay, so let's follow this here.
The black kid dresses like a writer. Does he know anything?
Okay, so you then have the option to go into a trigger mode here. Okay, so you press the triangle button to go in. Now, here's the thing. They seem super weird about race. Think we can capitalize on that anxiety, kid? So let's follow what's actually happening here. They are using race against the cops in this situation because they feel like they're uncomfortable about race. So they're literally playing the race card in this situation. That's what we're doing with this game.
It's
That's
really
what we're doing.
progressive.
So
It doesn't even deserve the 45 players it has.
Oh, we're not done now. I don't know, do you have any thoughts on using race as a weapon in a video game?
It had to have been designed by racists. That's my thought. Is the only people that feel the compulsive need to continue shoving race into the forefront of every conversation, whether it's kid shows or now it's video games. I mean, the thing that came to my mind when I was seeing that was Proud Family from Disney, how they decided to use their show to literally, it was a whole episode. I don't know if it was more than that, but it was a whole episode for sure that was just about how horrible white people are and about how oppressed black people are. And it's this. You're literally trying in every angle you can come at it from to teach people who don't know any better, assuming children, that how to be racist.
Well, not that that's not cringy enough.
Oh no.
It actually starts on the opening scene of the game. And I put this tweet out, and this credit goes to Brutus actually for posting this initially. So I just said,
Of course it was Brutus. Who else would it be? Who else but Brutus and Grubs?
If you ever, just wanted to just claw your eyes out and rip off your ears at the same time, I present you Dustborn.
Yep.
Now,
and worse, he actually didn't get it from there. I know exactly where he got it from. He got it from Savvy. So, he's not even giving credit to the people he's stealing his shit from. It's crazy.
Here's the thing. I want to play this clip because this is the opening scene of the game. Now, it's going to be a tough 89 seconds to get through, but I need you to fight through it, okay?
Okay, all right.
This is a band, and they're playing music to start the game.
Okay, all right.
Here we go.
Okay.
We're the aliens. We're the refugees. We welcome on you. We're right behind you.
Time is past. Your time won't pass.
We're the Dustborn. It's for the airborne. We're the newborn. Our time is newborn. We're the Dustborn. It's for the airborne. We're the newborn. Our time is newborn. We're the Dustborn.
Okay, so that stops. Now, we're going to continue this in just a second because there are actually some good points here to be made by the game itself. But I think it's very odd that they rhymed newborn and porn. Did anybody else catch up on that?
I thought that was a little weird, yep. Mm-hmm.
Did you notice that they changed the American flags too? They removed the 13 original colonies. 50 states is now just one giant state.
Well, that's because it's a battle against fascism, Blabs, and now we're all, that's right, because they're fighting against that, right? That's the idea.
This is a pretty violent song, I gotta say. They want us dead.
Well, you know,
yeah, I heard that line.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says, we're right behind you. Your time is past.
Yeah, they're gonna kill you.
Your kind won't last?
Yes,
what?
Your kind won't last. There we go, like, hey.
How is this okay to publish? This sounds pretty illegal, I would think.
Like, actually, though, yeah.
Listen, can you settle down? They're trying to be tolerant here, ladies, all right?
Yeah, but like, I'm genuinely curious. I know you can publish like, any type of game on Steam and such, right? Like any type of indie game, but like, what's the legality of this?
Because it's like if AI wrote a song and gave it to Guitar Hero. That's the worst Guitar Hero ever.
Well, I mean, look, in spite of their incredible tolerance, at least they're incredibly diverse. With they got the overweight girl in the back, they got the androgynous they them on the left, they got the lead character, the lead black, probably lesbian woman, and the lead character. And by the way, she does have that vertigo, what is that what's called, with the speckles on your face, right? She has that.
Vitiligo?
Yeah, vitiligo. And then you have the ultra progressive beta on the right side with the beard, you know, with the beard goatee and the big eyebrows and coiffed hair.
So here's the thing, though. Like, they're saying, you know, our kind won't last and all that, and then Keto says replacing the populace is just an alt-right conspiracy, am I right? But they can't populate because they're all having sex with the same gender or, like, cutting off their genitals and stuff. So it's like, well, you guys won't last either. Just saying.
Well, so let's continue this, because most people hear the song, and it's bad. But let's go listen, because this is actually an interaction they're having with, I believe, a police officer.
That was different. You make a living doing this?
We're a bit rusty, and it's been a long day.
Yeah, sure thing. By the way, that song could be considered offensive in the Republic. This is
I would say it's considered offensive right now.
Yeah, to everyone.
Right, and so you can see kind of what they're going here. This can be considered offensive in the Republic.
offensive in the Republic. This is Pacifica. People here don't like politics with their entertainment. What's your band name?
We're the Dustborn.
So, just the statement itself.
Hit as hard as they wanted it to.
Yeah. This isn't Pacifica. People here don't like politics with their entertainment. Yeah, I don't think anybody likes politics with their entertainment. They're like, what are we doing?
It's like one of the biggest complaints by people, actually.
Yes. And has been pointed out in the chat many times. Savvy, who was on our show yesterday, actually streamed the games for 7 hours yesterday. She went through, played the entire thing, and I do want to talk about her review of it. As she said, this is the most painful thing I have ever suffered through, but I gave it a fair shot in 7 hours of my time. And here's the other thing about this, Mally. This was actually funded by actual tax dollars to create this game. I don't remember what do you call which government? It's either Canadian government or UK government.
They're one and the same at this point.
But since funded this game, I feel like every person should be able to sue the government for it, right?
We should be able to.
Yeah, this is where your money went. But she posted over on Steam her review, and it was savage. And this is just the first paragraph of it, and there's about 4 or 5 more paragraphs. And I loved it. I was like, I gotta find a way to hire Savvy to do reviews full time. She said, after giving the game many more hours than any American game blogger would have given the game, I've come to the conclusion that this was written by a bunch of brain dead rocks. I do not believe for one instance that anyone in the progressive mindset would be this unaware and actually think this is good content. I cannot for the life of me understand how anyone thought this was a good idea. Not even the Babylon Bee could come up with this.
Yeah, ouch. Yeah.
There it is. I don't know what to say outside of, oh, that's right, IGN reviewed the game as well. So given their score, a little background here, IGN, based out of San Francisco, right? They've gone out of their way the past few days. They've had some fairly politically leading posts on their as we're gearing up for election season here. But they also scored, reviewed Dustborn. Now, Vlad, did you see the score that they gave it?
I would predict above a 6, below a 9.
No, I've been waiting to be surprised.
Okay, so as a reference, I think it's important to know that Black Myth Wukong also was reviewed by them, and they gave Black Myth Wukong an 8. Okay, they gave Black Myth Wukong. They said, despite some frustrating technical issues, Black Myth Wukong is a great action game with fantastic combat, exciting bosses, tantalizing secrets, and a beautiful. Okay, so now that you know that they gave one of the most popular games right now an 8 out of 10. What do you think they scored Dustborn?
10 on 10.
It's 10. Okay, Mally.
Oh gosh, 11 out of 10 probably.
11 out of 10. Well, no, ladies, they gave it a 7 out of 10 in comparison to.
You know, sometimes I wish I could be wrong, chat. You know? Sometimes I wish I could be wrong. Who the fuck at that company thought that that game deserves a 7? Who did it? Who did it? Who wrote the article? Who scored it? Who did it? I just want to know. I just want to know. I just want to talk. I just want to talk. I want to make non-stop jokes at their expense. I just want to talk. 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 Some fucking sense into you!
To Dustborn. Says Dustborn brings angst to a comic book tape about an alternate reality America, and you'll get an emotional ride with a few exciting punk performances if you stick with it through a slow start. So there we are. Listen, all y'all who are hating on Dustborn, listen to IGN. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. I would love to see other games that have been rated a 7 out of 10 by IGN over the years, just so we have a proper comparison.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a quick Google search on that. I think that's important because I know for a fact that mini games have been like 7 is kind of seen as like average at IGN over the years, which for me, if you're rating on a 10-point scale, 5 is average, but that's just me. So anyways, we'll do a little digging on that because I think it's important. We'll do it another time. But so anyways, Dustborn is here and nobody cares, despite the positive reviews from IGN. Still, I just refreshed Steam charts. 45 people playing in the 40 minutes ago. So rest in peace, Dustborn. Unless you get another.
I mean, it has to be a single player game. No. So is that entirely fair? I'm gonna press that. I'm gonna press you on that, Craig. Let's look it up. Because 45 people playing a single player game is different than anything else, but the numbers are horrible, period. Simply because this is promoting the politics and the worldview. Certainly you'll come out and show off for your homies. The numbers are worse. Assuming that Steam Charts is accurate here. Goodbye, struggler. We will miss you. We love you. The Steam chart says there are currently 6 people playing the demo. And then on the game itself, so that is a bug. Because here it says current player 0. But in the category, it shows 35. Don't know why they lost exactly 0 players on August from that period of time. That's weird. That must have been when there was that fallout across all technology on the weekend, on Sunday. All the servers on a bunch of fucking services all went kaput for a bit. So that's probably tracking towards that. Regardless, your peak was 76. Where's the 76? Here. Here's your peak. Wednesday, August 21 at 3 p.m. you had a peak of 76 people. And you've been having that small, minimal of a number since. Yeah, I wouldn't say this is a successful product. Then again, of course, it's what I shouldn't own it. I want to see something. Let's look at Boyfriend Dungeon. I'm gonna replay Boyfriend Dungeon soon. I think I'm gonna replay Boyfriend Dungeon and do the DLC for my birthday. I'm gonna see if I can get Jay and the Long Boys involved. Should be a fun experience. But let's look at Boyfriend Dungeon. Boyfriend Dungeon says it's currently got 3 people playing. It's got the tabletop RPG Life on the Edge. 12. There's a very big slope here where the numbers drop off entirely. right there. Because that was 2021. When did I originally start playing the game? 2021? And then the numbers take a fucking nosedive off a cliff because the game released and people stopped talking about it. Yeah, it starts with 0 at 2016. Slowly builds up over time to an interest explosion of peak of 1,000 players and then falls off. And it was designed and made in such a way for it to be a story-based game that you picked up and then moved on from. I think that's about the similar projection. But in terms of its actual reach, it did worse than this. That's impressive, by the way. Terrifying. Terrifying, 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 terrifying.